Hi guys, I thought I would pop in and I would do the tarot tag that's been going around. This is the hashtag Everyday Carrie Tarot. So this is by Marlena Teresa. And yeah, so I've seen it been going around for a bit. And I thought I would jump on and show you some of my decks that I think make good everyday carry tarots. Now that's hard to say. So this is Donna with North Star Tarot, and stick with me while we go through these, okay? So yeah, so I'm just going to move these. This is a pile of them. So there's not very many. So I have 6 decks that I would consider ones that I easily just throw in my bag to take with me. One is an oracle deck and the rest are tarot, okay? So let's start with this one. This is the White Sage Tarot. Now this is not my favorite deck, but it is in a tin. And I find tins so easy. They're small, they're compact. And yeah, I must have put this back together for a video I was doing. But anyway, so this would be the first deck. Let me just scoot down a little bit. So there we go. So yeah, so again, this is the White Sage Tarot tin edition, okay? And it's a lovely deck. And it's so small, compact, it delivers good messages, but really just not really my cup of tea, So I don't use it that much, but it is one deck that I will grab and just throw in my bag to take with me, mostly because it is in a tin and it's not going to get damaged. So especially if I'm going on a plane or something like that where I have luggage, this one's a really good choice for me. Okay, so that, again, the White Sage Tarot by Teresa Hutch. So yeah, so I mean, these tins are just fantastic, right? So yeah, I don't have many, but I think I have 2. So yeah, the next one I'll show you is a tin as well. Now I do have the original deck, the old one. It's very old. I think it was made in the 70s. Anyway, I do have the old one. And this is the Aquarian Tarot. Again, I love this deck. This deck is awesome. Again, very, very protected because it's in a tin. Easy to use. I mean, it's exactly the same as the other deck, as a normal size deck. The backs are wonderful as well. I love this deck. So this one is no problem for me to pull out and use anywhere at any time. I just love it, right? So yeah, and like I said, it's safe, it's protected, it's small, fits anywhere, right? So I just love that deck. So that's the Aquarian Tarot. The next one, again, is a mini deck. And this is the Light Seers Tarot Mini Edition, the Pocket Edition, right? This is awesome. So, yeah, I do read reversal, so some of them are upside down. But yeah, this one is is definitely a go-to. I absolutely love it. And not only just me, but my clients love it. Everybody I read for loves it. And they're not intimidated by it, yet it has enough depth that they can see things in it for themselves as well. So it's fully illustrated. It's not a pimp deck. I mean, most people are familiar with the Light Seers deck, most readers, but it's absolutely awesome. It's just a wonderful deck that so many people can relate to. You get wonderful readings from it. It is just, I don't know, like this deck, it sings to me. You know, it's one of my favorite decks. Although it's simple, it follows the Rider-Waite-Smith tradition, and I am a Rider-Waite-Smith girl, right? So even though it is simple that way, it it adds an element of its own personality where you can pull more out of it. You know what I mean? And it has that modern kind of feel with the jeans and, different things throughout the deck. You will see the modernness in it, right? Yeah, it's just a wonderful, wonderful deck. When you look at this picture, it is so much about, intuition and all your inner feelings, right? So much about feelings. And, so yeah, it's just a wonderful, wonderful deck. So I just absolutely love it. This is a go-to standard of mine. Then let me just put this back. Oops. Then the next one that I go to all the time, when I take it out, I just throw it in a little, what do you call these bags? Organza bags. So I just throw it in there because the box is falling apart. But in my opinion, the Morgan Greer is such a wonderful deck, and it is so bang on all the time. There's never a moment where you question the cards or question your intuition or anything. It's just always bang on. And it has a lot of detail that you can get into. This Ace of Pentacles, with the doorway and the grounds and the growth and the flowers and the water, it's just absolutely wonderful, right? So yeah, this deck gets used a lot. I love this deck, and I feel it is awesome, and I feel that it's always bang on, and my intuition just soars with it. All my tarot knowledge is, because again, it follows the Rider-Waite-Smith tradition, which I absolutely love. And it is just a really good standard reader for me. And I just absolutely love it. So if you want a hardy deck, it's made very good. It stands up pretty good. Now the box, that's another story. But the deck is absolutely wonderful. And it doesn't cost an arm and a leg. So you can replace this if you need to. Pretty easy. So yeah, you don't have to worry about that, right? So anyway, so that is another deck that I think is a standard for me to kind of take with me. And it suits most people, Then I have this one here. So this one I keep in my event bag. But when I'm taking off and I'm going somewhere, I'll go and get it. Now, I do have a couple of copies of this one. This is Legacy of the Divine Tarot, and it is well used, as you can see. Yeah, definitely well used deck. It is one of my favorite decks ever, and it does suit a lot of clients. Men are especially drawn to this, and I do read for men. So yeah, so this is a darker colored deck. It's not a darker deck. It's just a darker colored deck, even though it's colorful, because of the outside and the borders, right? So men are more attracted to this deck. So they will often choose this deck. And I like to give clients a choice when I read for them. But this is a fabulous deck. This is my favorite deck. It has been for a long time. And, I'm getting to know more decks, and some of them are becoming really special to me. But this is definitely one that I think is just absolutely awesome. deck that I can just throw in my bag and take with me anywhere. And again, they're easy to replace, they're not expensive, and that helps as well. Then I have this deck here. This is empowerment deck. So this is an empowerment deck. And this deck, this is my limited photo stock edition. These are empowerment cards created by Colette Mestag. She is a friend of mine, and I have her other deck that, this is a limited edition of 25. So I have her other deck that I'm actually a model in. So I bought her second deck as well. And this is beautiful. And this is the one that I take with me on the road when I'm doing things, outside of the home. So I'll bring this deck because it's just, I want to bring something. And this is beautiful and it's easy to read with. It has the I am whatever this card is. Plus it has a little bit of a write up below. And then I do have the book for it as well. So there's a book that comes with it. So yeah, so this is a lovely deck. And again, suits so many people. People absolutely love it. And I love it. And I know Colette, and she did all the photography for it. The whole thing was done by her hands. And, that is so awesome, right? These are gorgeous. I know a little bit about some of the people in the deck. So that just makes it even more special, So, yeah. So with this deck, I like bringing it with me. I love using it to sum up a reading. And look at this one. Isn't this gorgeous? A joyful heart knows change and prosperity, right? So, yeah. The book is good as well, and just explains it more, right? So, yeah. So, anyway, that is my last deck. This is the Mystic Bliss by Colette Mestag, right? So, I just absolutely love it. So, that is my roundup of the decks that I just throw in my bag and take with me. Now, if I was going somewhere on a longer trip, I would definitely want to bring a personal deck. So I'll grab that deck that I only use for my own readings. And this is one that I would take with me to do some personal readings. And this is Tarot of the Vampire. And, I just love this deck, but I don't use it for very many clients, only a select handful. But yeah. But again, I'll just grab this, throw it in a bag because it's in a big box. So I put those in bags. And yeah, and I just take it with me. And this one I can use for my own readings. And I can do shadow work with it, or I can do other work with it. To me, it's not necessarily a dark deck. Because I love vampires and I love the whole look of this, I can see more in it than what some people, may think is a dark deck, right? Because I can see the beauty in it as well. So, yeah. So, I absolutely love that deck. And to me, it speaks. And so that is the deck I would bring with me if I'm going somewhere for like a few days and I want to be able to do personal readings on a deeper level. I would bring Tarot of the Vampires. So that's it, everybody. Thank you for joining me. I wanted to make this a quick little video, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you very much. Blessings, my dear.